What's going on, YouTube? Hollow Soul back in here with the goal to entertain, encourage, inspire, and perhaps educate you by providing a breakdown of this Khepri support match, which was incredibly fun and an example of what I believe the conquest spirit looks like. May this help you persevere through the tough times in your life. Let's jump in. Okay, for my starter item, I went with Selflessness over War Flag. Why? Because having the extra shield whenever you get CC'd on a team against Ares, Chalk, Thor, Poseidon, and Apollo is a lot more beneficial team-wise as opposed to a War Flag. At least that's my opinion. For my first item of choice, I went with Breastplate of Valor. Simply because there are 3 physical / strength damage dealing characters, and I want to have as much protection from that damage as I can. On top of that, Breastplate is a cooldown reduction item, which I love having CDR as much as I can. Plus, the extra mana and mana regen I get is also incredibly beneficial. And not to mention, it's passive as well. More cooldown, baby. I also believe that Breastplate helps characters like Khepri, which have high cooldowns and eat up a lot of mana per ability.
Your left tower is under attack.
Enemy missing middle.
Watch this gameplay right here. As soon as the Ares misses, I know I can go for him because he didn't chain me. And boom, Artemis masterfully places that trap, securing the first blood on the Ares. I pop my shell to protect her. Boom, Fenrir jumps in, stops the Thor, and then we all turn over to the Apollo and secure the double kill there on the dual lane, establishing dominance. I'd like to advise some words of caution. Just because things go well for you in the early game doesn't mean the game is yours entirely. In some cases, yes, if you're able to maintain the lead in the early game, you can win rather quickly. However, in some cases, I'd say many of them, maintaining that lead becomes rather difficult because of compounding mistakes that stack against you. So don't get too overconfident about winning the early game, the laning phase, or the early stages of the game, because all it takes is one team fight, one pick, and games turn around like that in the blink of an eye. As you'll see in this game, the tides kept shifting. They kept turning from one team to the other. It was freaking incredible. I just kept thinking, wow, what a match. This game is very, very exciting. Neither team is giving up. Both teams are fighting. When one loses the lead or the leverage, the other obtains it, and then vice versa. Excitement all around the entirety of this match. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and regardless of the outcome, I was gonna be satisfied with it because the match was just that much fun. That tug of war between both teams was the best part, and I hope your games are just as fun as this one was for me. I believe every player should ward. As you'll see, this ward I place will save us, will come in handy. When this Thor comes to gank us, he's gonna fail because we'll see him coming a mile away. So new players, always be warding. If you don't want to get a sentry ward, that's fine. You can get yourself some regular ward. See, there he is, and we're already aware of it. because of that ward I placed. And there goes that Apollo. Not sure what he's doing. Artemis gets him. Crippled. I stun him. Apply my 2. He has to ult out. I think he was trying to plan that gank with the Thor. And it ended up failing because of that ward I placed. So don't discount wards. Wards save lives. Wards win games. Wards win wars. Wards are incredibly powerful. Having vision, having information constantly on the enemy's movements is paramount to victory. At least in my opinion.
Enemy missing middle. Farewell. Another patriot has fallen. Freedom!
Be careful left. Enemies incoming.
So I just stopped that Thor from ganking my Vulcan in mid lane, and now I'm here with my Fenrir in the jungle, trying to take out the Thor, and I do successfully. Here comes Ares and Poseidon. And for these next few deaths, I'm about to be eating all of their ultimates. Boom. 2 ults right there from Ares and Poseidon, trying to secure the kill on me. Unfortunately, Vulcan doesn't make it, and it's gonna look bad because I just keep dying here constantly. Although with that being said, all these abilities and ultimates that I'm dying to, I think are worth it, because my teammates are not the ones that are suffering all this. It's me. So as a support, as a frontline, I want to absorb as much damage, as much ability as possible from the enemy team, so that my teammates aren't the victims. I want to set them up as much as possible. Here goes another Kraken right there. And here, the Fenrir masterfully does a fake out into an ult and gets the beads from the Poseidon, which will end up helping us here in the future, because I know he doesn't have beads. As a jungler and as a support, you want to be pulling as many relics as possible. That way, the next team fight or the next attack, the next pick will be that much more effective. They have no way to escape or become damage immune. You can take them out easily. Here I'm trying to stop the Thor again, just trying to be annoying for him. And I'm about to eat another set of ults here. I think the Chalk is going to come over and take me out here. Ah, there he is. Yep, 2 of them. Boom. Those are abilities that I died that my Cerberus doesn't. Here we have Apollo dying to the Artemis. And I do believe we go for gold here. This is one of the big gold fairy plays that happens throughout this match. I somehow missed that stun. Embarrassing. I get the pluck though. Fenrir ults him, and then Artemis is already on her way. And we're about to secure a kill here on the Ares. He ults, she ults, boom, Thor comes. I thought he was gonna teleport, which is why I go there, but he doesn't. He breaks my ankles and gets me. So I follow the Artemis to try and secure the T1 tower. Unfortunately, she chooses to back instead, so I just apply my 2 and let the DPS happen. Here comes another ult I'm about to eat from the Apollo. And I try to get him into the trap. Unfortunately, that was a fail. It didn't work out at all like I was wanting it to, and he just ends up taking me out again. So all these deaths that look bad, they seem bad, they're gonna be meaningful. I see a gank coming here. I'm gonna go help. I said nope, never mind. My Vulcan needs more help. And then here comes Ares, starts chaining me. I ult the Vulcan to try to save him. That doesn't work. Ares ults me, and then bam, here comes Poseidon. Boom. I get got again. Oh, here. Oh, dude, he almost got the kill. That Vulcan. Unfortunately, that Thor came and dunked on him. Fenrir got the kill though because he hit him, and then the tower shot is what did that Thor in, with the credit going to the Fenrir for hitting him at least once. So that was actually pretty big. Here we have the continuation on mid. Artemis is here now. I root the Ares. Shock tries to kill her. I apply my shell. Boom. She's still safe though, and we get away. Breastplate coming in handy there. So I can apply a lot more abilities, spam them more often, and I have a lot more mana. So W there for a breastplate. And I'm on my way to left to help out my Cerberus, because he's about to have three enemies in his lane trying to take him out. So I'm gonna do my best to try to help him out, and we'll see how things turn out. Boom, I stunned the Chalk. They're still chasing us. He stuns the Thor. Boom, Chalk teleports. I plug him so that Cerberus doesn't die. Root him. I'm like, yo, get away from here, don't worry, it's all good. And then I get killed again. So many deaths back to back here in these last 8 minutes, which things are looking bad. And I finally get my second item, which is Cersei's Hexstone. Incredible item. I went with Cersei's Hexstone second because of the health regen, the cooldown, and its active use. Being polymorphed is like a pseudo beads that you can use to get out of any hard CC ability, provided you time it right or you're not crippled, right? So you'll see me use Cersei's Hexstone here later on in the game, and it's gonna be really effective. So having actives as fast as possible, I think, will benefit your team as a support player, because you'll be able to do many things. It's like having 3 extra abilities that the enemy can't defend against if they're not properly prepared for it. Here we have this Gold Fury play in which I ult myself. There's Cersei's Hexstone. Boom, I actually die. I come back. Artemis ults. Boom, we take the gold. Ares ults me, and then we just team up on him, and he has no way out. Here comes Apollo thinking he's gonna do something, and all he does is run. So his attempt was in vain. And now is the time to go for our T1 tower in right lane, because of that Gold Fury play there. Secured. And here comes Shock. I stun him. Like, oh, we gotta go. We gotta go, guys. Apollo breaks some ankles. He evades everybody somehow. Manages to live with 1 HP. Artemis dies to the Kraken, and I say we gotta go. We've overstayed our welcome now. It's time to get out. Time to skedaddle. And the team is on us. Like, no, you guys are not gonna live. So Vulcan has a lot more health than me and chooses to provide some support and back up on the Fenrir. And these guys are not going to give up. The Chalk is going to continue chasing us until he gets us. And I thought that Thor was going to come through there. Unfortunately, he doesn't. He goes there. I try to juke the rain dance there, and I just get got. Either way, it didn't matter because the Poseidon was already there too. Vulcan secures the kill on the Thor though, which was good. So it's like a 1-for-1, I suppose. And now I'm working towards Stampede, my third item and my second active. And then Cerberus just gets got, unfortunately. Ares ults, Artemis ults, and she almost, if she didn't get hit by that knockback from Poseidon, I think she kills everybody. And she only manages to get Chalk there. So I quickly teleport back to her to provide as much support and backup as necessary. And then I ward. I see that these guys are still here. Poseidon, I root him and I pluck him. Boom, Artemis right behind me as well. Okay, she's still there. I'm like, all right, you want to keep going? We can keep going. The team is with us, so we keep pushing. Apollo, like a goofy, he goes for the blue buff. I root him, and then he just accepts his fate. There's nothing else to do. Oh, Apollo was like, nah, I'm done. I'm done. I can't get out. It's over for me. Just make it quick and painless. So we go start invading, and then I do believe the Thor is here. Yeah, he tries to get my Vulcan there. I plug him, try to be as much of a nuisance to him as possible. See if we can get a pick off of him. He starts ulting automatically and goes for the back line on our Vulcan. Cerberus comes to help, and then Thor just gets away, and Vulcan ends up missing his, or wasting his ult, unfortunately, to no avail. I root the Ares there, and we stun some, we chain some combos on him. That chain was powerful. That wall that Thor placed, I couldn't Cersei's Hexstone out of there. I get my second active though, Stampede. Now Stampede is a favorite item of mine because you get so much movement speed in a short burst, and you are cleansed of all slows. And the Thor picked the Artemis there. I think no, he doesn't get away. He almost did because the Cerberus missed the stun there. That had me worried a little bit. I said, oh my gosh, he missed, no. And fortunately for us, I mean, he secured the kill with his breath attack. And now my third active is gonna be the Talisman of Purification. So the beads necklace, it's an AoE beads, which is gonna come in handy when these team fights occur later down the line. You guys will see.
I got your back, brother.
Attack middle lane. Attack middle lane. Attack middle lane.
I don't fault the Vulcan for being a little salty there. I was taking care of that wave and left so I could get some levels up. Boom, Cersei's Hexstone. Charge them. We get the Poseidon. Ares ults us. Artemis ults. We take out Chalk. And we're just about to take out the Ares. All I have to do is pluck him, which I do, and I think the kill is secured until Thor shows up and starts dishing out his combo. I save my Artemis. Unfortunately, I don't make it. And it looks like Artemis was going to win that 2v1 there. And she does not, unfortunately. I was so excited. I said, oh my gosh, I saved her. Yes! Because that's my job as a support, and especially as Khepri, is to land your ults and save your teammates as quickly and as effectively as possible. So I land some pretty good revives here in this match, and that was one of them. I thought, oh my gosh, this game is fantastic. I'm missing some stuff, some abilities here and there, although for the most part I'm landing things when they count. So I'm pretty good with how things are turning for me here. And we go and decide to do another Gold Fury play here as a team. I like doing, so yeah, the Fenrir secured the kill on the Thor, and that lets us know, yep, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get started on this big objective here. Hopefully none of them show up. If they do, we'll turn around and take them out. Boom, here comes Apollo. Ult, Ares ult, I Cersei's Hexstone, pluck him. He gets out, Artemis ult. I'm still alive. I ult myself, and I go back in and take more shots. Die on purpose. My team is still alive, and we secure the Gold Fury. I stay back because I can tank it. I was like, this thing is pretty low. I just need to keep hitting it. My team will arrive and we'll take it. And boom, that's what happens. Unfortunately, I got overconfident and the chalk got me from the sneak attack there. My teammates had my back though. Artemis and Cerberus avenged me. And that's why I typed the heart there. I said, no, he got me. I thought I got away. I thought I got away with deletion there. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Pretty funny. I was laughing at this point. I said, oh my gosh, that's crazy. So the next point we go for is the pyromancer here. So we can set up for another tower siege or a phoenix siege. And of course, I buy my wards. I love warding. I love sentries because they reveal regular and other sentry wards as well.
Destroyed the pyromancer.
So just having wards everywhere and being able to see where the enemy is, like I said earlier, is really important. At least for me. I believe everyone should ward. It's not a role exclusive thing that one has to do, you know. And here's Ares trying to contest. You see how effective Cersei's Hex Zone is? I beads myself out of the Ares ult. And Chalk comes in trying to help. I stampede my Artemis. Thor dunks on her. I shell her, ult her. He takes her out. I stun him, block his path. She secures the kill. Loses the dagger. I take it. We take out Chalk. And I accidentally use the dagger. Me and that dagger never get along. Every time I try to use it, it doesn't work at all. I either mistime it or I get taken out before I can use it properly. So that's one thing I still have to do successfully nail down, is the timing on when to activate that freaking dagger. And as you just saw, the Pyromancer bomb we obtained earlier came in clutch, leading Cerberus and I to successfully take out this T2 tower in left lane, while our other comrades are in middle lane, taking out that tower. So here, Ares ults, Poseidon's coming. It's a whole party. And at this point, I say, yo, let's bounce, let's get out of here. We need to regroup, reset. I need to buy my next item. And I decide to back out. And Thor shows up. I pluck him. Cersei's Hex on him to keep him up, knocked up. Stop him as much as possible. I ult the Vulcan, save him, and stampede and get out of there. We just skedaddle as fast as possible. And see, Vulcan still has Fire Giant because he got revived. And we just go home. He thanks me. He's grateful. I say, hey, don't worry, man. I'm just doing my job. So I finish off my beads item, my Talisman of Beads necklace, and I upgrade my Selflessness, which also synergizes with Khepri's passive. So you get an extra shield there when you couple those things together. The purification beads it's powerful. I got it as well for the cooldown, on top of the cleansing effect from all the CC from the enemy team. The Chalk, his ult, Ares, his ult, his chain, Thor ult into Poseidon, Whirlpool, and Kraken, and the Apollo Mez as well. Very useful item. All three actives were beneficial and paramount to our victory. They were necessary. I don't think if I obtain these items, we win, because these fights kept going back and forth. He has been cleansing everybody. Shield her, she survives, and unfortunately I lose Thor and my Artemis pays the price for it, so I wasn't able to save her. I charge him so that my team can dive the middle Phoenix because the only one alive right now is Thor. So I'm just stopping him from backing. And he ends up getting away, so I just tell my team, yo, keep going. I'm buying time for y'all. This guy can't back right now. And you guys can successfully take the middle Phoenix.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
Attack right lane.
Let's get the second T tower. And right, I said, yo, word, let's go. Let's take it out. So I start tanking it. All right, let's get to it, I say. So we progress, just the three of us. Artemis is still in base. And Fenrir is chilling. And then Thor comes. I don't even have enough time to ult myself because I react too slowly. And we just start getting decimated. There's a Thor dunk. Vulcan leaves. Serbi got, and now it's just Artemis and Fenrir. Fenrir is 1v1ing the Pyromancer here. And I'm thinking, what item can I get next? What will be more beneficial for me and my team so that I can survive a lot longer and be more useful in rooting, plucking, and ulting my teammates to help them live. Fenrir successfully 1v1s the Pyromancer and backs. And I say, oh, you know what would be great? Magic Cloak. Bubble. That will provide more cleansing effects for myself so that I'm able to use my other abilities and or actives once I am cleansed. Because that entire team has so much CC lockdown, it's crazy. And they take Fire Giant successfully while we were all gone. I mean, what else could they do? That was it. Ares misses his chains. I pluck him. Artemis is there. I Cersei's Hexstone him. Force him to use his ult. And I stampede myself out. Cleanse myself of the slows. And we start re-engaging again. Shock ults. So does my Fenrir. I have my ult ready on him in case he needs to use it. So I ult him, and then he doesn't die, unfortunately. So I just start shelling everybody. I pluck the chalk. He loses Fire Giant. Poseidon dies. He loses Fire Giant. And now we're just chasing the Thor and see if we can take out... Oh no, that's Thor. It was Apollo. My bad. So I take out his bubble, which is pretty useful. We don't want him to have bubble. It's Chalk who they were chasing. And he takes out Artemis. They take each other out, unfortunately. So now it's just Apollo and Thor that have Fire Giant. And I tell them, yo, here's a heads up. They're right there. We can go for right T2 tower now. We should be able to take it uncontested because it's at 1 HP and you can just sneeze on that thing and it's gone. So boom, sure enough, Cerberus one hits it and boom, it's gone. I'm like, yo, we gotta get out, push the wave up. So I'm clearing this wave here for my team as well. After this, I believe we go for Gold Fury. That's the only big objective that's up right now.
Attack the Gold Fury!
Seek them out.
Yes, we go for Gold Fury here, and it's gonna be uncontested. Nobody shows up to try and prevent this Gold Fury siege from us. We don't see hide nor hair from anybody on this enemy team. Nathan, we saw nobody, which was quite surprising considering how things were up until now, just the constant back and forth. I finally get my bubble and I start building my final item, Mantle of Discord. Now, I chose Mantle of Discord as my final item because of the protections, both physical and magical, and to continue doubling down on my cooldown rate as well. Also, its passive is incredibly powerful. Whenever you take damage below 40% health, you unleash that shockwave stun, and it also makes you CC immune for 1 second. So being able to absorb as much damage as possible, and once I get under that 40% health, if an enemy like Shock or Ares or Thor, who are melee characters, are within the range of effect, they'll get stunned. This will create an opportunity for my team to dish out as much punishment as possible if these guys don't have any relics available. And the great thing about Mantle of Discord is it's not inactive. So as soon as you get under that 40% health threshold, it activates automatically, and getting stunned out of nowhere when you're not expecting it and you don't have a bead or a talisman of purification or some way to diminish the amount of crowd control effect can really turn a fight.
Lovely rock, shimmering radiance. An enemy has been slain. Wait. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has been destroyed.
Enemies at the fire giant.
Attack fire giant!
Your right tower is under attack. You're on fire!
Seek them out.
Your team has destroyed the fire giant.
Alright, here we successfully claim the fire giant, and I take the dagger for myself. I want to go ahead and try to see if I can properly use it and practice with nailing the timing. Here I activate it, and unfortunately I don't nail down the timing. So that's one thing I still have to work on, is timing that freaking dagger, because if it takes you out, then you'll come back to life. Just like that Vulcan did, although that was me right there saving him with the blue cleansing. My server is there, and now we get out with my Stampede. So much utility with these actives.
Get up to this.
Ultimate is down.
The enemy team has destroyed the Pyromancer. Your right tower is under attack.
Alright, here I see the score, and I try to engage to see if I can get a stun off or make a pick, because I see my Fenrir near me. And that doesn't happen because I miss epically. And then just so many ults popping off right here. I resurrect my Fenrir. I get out of there. I stampede him. Thor still gets him. Artemis shows up, ults, takes out Apollo, so ADC is gone on their team. Mine's still alive. A Vulcan takes out the Thor, and now it's just a fight fest. Chalk takes out 2 people. Now Artemis takes out Ares, and it's just Chalk versus Artemis and I. And since he's DPS, he gets the both of us. And that just leaves him as the last man standing on this Royal Rumble of a match. Oh my goodness. Yo, as I was in the middle of this fight, it was wild. I said, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. This is intense. One man standing. So yeah, type in what a game, because I'm just having fun.
Enemy spotted.
Okay, here we're just doing the ye old fire giant dance. I use my last Naga so I can free up my space, and I see the Fenrir get a pick on the Chalk, which is incredible. So we are already up 5 versus 4. Apollo is ulting, and I start making a beeline for my Artemis. I'm using everything I can to get to her as quickly as possible. That way I can be there to resurrect her or just protect her and tank damage. Check out Mantle of Discord right there. I ult her. Fortunately, she doesn't have to use my ult. It wears out and I manage to live. And we take all of them out except for Poseidon. And now it's our turn to go and siege their middle Phoenix. After just coming from a deicide, we go and almost deicide their team. So I start tanking some shots from the Phoenix as many as I can, so I don't die, because I don't want to die here. And right here is when we decide, hey, this is our best chance to win. It's only Poseidon, and there's still a long time before the others arrive. And so unfortunately, the Whirlpool takes me out because I'm already in low health. And he takes out Artemis as well. So Cerberus is the only one alive, along with Vulcan. So we have no DPSers that can take out the Titan, unfortunately. We only managed to get it to half health. Chalk is back, and he just demolishes the Vulcan with one axe throw. So it's going back and forth over here. And I want to give a quick shout out to that Poseidon. He held it down for his team by himself against our entire team. Besides Fenrir, he wasn't there. Here we have Fenrir dunking the Chalk and the Poseidon. He manages to get Chalk. Apollo dunks him and takes him out with a couple of basics. Cerberus takes out Poseidon, and then it's just him against 4 other enemy teams, and he gets got. Now it's Artemis and my turn to hold it down for our team. We're popping off stuns, setting off roots as much as we can. Titan is putting in work as well. I stampede her. I charge him, just trying to prevent him from doing any more DPS. Artemis gets taken out by Apollo. Vulcan shows up, takes out Chalk, and him and I, alongside our 6th teammate, the Titan, clean up house and take out the entire enemy team. And we all manage to hold it down for our team. And we get our deicide on our team. Vulcan ults the minion wave so we can have some minions backing us up and they don't get got by the other fire minion wave. And now we're making our push. And this is going to be the final push of the match. At least that's what's going through my head. Because we left that Titan at half health. And I'm thinking, if we don't take out this Titan right now and they all come back and then it's just us 2 versus them, we're gonna get got and the game is gonna be over because it's gonna be 5 versus 3. And I'm not sure if they'll be able to hold it down like we just did. Miracles only happen once. Do you see what I mean? about this back and forth between the teams, how much excitement that creates. You don't know who's gonna end up winning because it could be either team, and that is what I believe the essence of Conquest is. If you learned something new, felt entertained, encouraged, or inspired, go ahead and strike that like button. Drop a comment below and let me know, what do you believe is the true essence of Conquest? If you got value from this video, share it with someone who would too. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future content like this. Also, follow me on Twitch. I'm really close to hitting affiliate and I'd love to have you there. Come hang out, chat with me live, and vibe out while we game together. Peace.